Hi everybody, it's the RetroYuuki and welcome to the second part of our Mudae bot tutorials in terms of tips and tricks. In the first part, we got to go over the new members. So if you're brand new, make sure you guys check those tips out. If you are a moderator, however, this is for you. And then if you want to learn about the whole game in general for tips and tricks, please wait until the next video for that to come out before you can check those out. So moderators and admins are there to help you out. They're there, their job, if you will, is to moderate the server in terms of rules, regulations, and all that good stuff. However, they're members too. And not only, yeah, sure, they're a higher authority because they're moderators and stuff. However, they are members too, so they play the game just like normal members would. So let's talk about my 5 tips for you guys as moderators and admins. The first tip is the popular one. Engage with your members. Don't just be the law of the server. No. That's not what a moderator just does. A moderator is responsible for engaging with members as well. Regular members engage with each other. It should be also done with regular moderators too. Just because you have the power to moderate the server does not mean you don't get to socialize. Socialize with other members of your Discord server so that you never know, they might have a question for you on a Mudae game and you be able to answer. That's the joy of being a moderator. It's not just, oh, here's the rule, follow it. No. It's saying hello, it's helping them, and it's socializing. That's a moderator, folks. That's how you moderate. Sure, just be nice to them, but make sure you also be fair. And speaking of being fair, number 2, be fair with the members of the server, including especially in the Mudae game. There's a lot of systems in the Mudae game that you guys can adjust. As a moderator, you can adjust the prices, for example, of badges in the game. I think about it this way. When you first start the Mudae game in that default settings, the prices of these badges are way high. The bronze is like 1,000, and then the ruby is like 10,000. How many of you are going to grind for Kakera, and you still have to be lucky with the rolls? How many of you are going to grind for that long? I'm not. So 1,000 is a fair price for the Kakera for the badges. So make sure you guys don't forget to change those settings. But adjust the prices to be fair. Don't just, oh, here's 1,000 Kakera to do the badges. Don't just do that. There's a reason behind each rule and each member or each moderator putting that rule in. My case, it was just because we're learning how to start the Mudae game ourselves. Now that I've been teaching you guys with these tutorials and stuff, now we're getting to the point where we can start adjusting prices for our server. Keep in mind, each server is different though. Also, 3-strike rule. I think this one's straightforward. 3 strikes are out. Thingy-majiggy. Speaking of moderators, my third tip to you guys is have a meeting. So you know how in the job industry or the jobs, they have meetings, right? Think of that as a job meeting only for Discord. All the moderators and admins should have a own private category or private room in Discord, channel in Discord to allow those to talk to each other. Talk about what things need to be changed in your server to make the Mudae game more approachable or more joyous or more experience in there. It's not just you. No. It's you your admins and your moderators as well. They have ideas. Use them to your advantage. Don't just rely on the leader. Look, on my server, I'm not, you think I'm as active as I am, right? Because I do these tutorials. But remember, I don't play as much as I used to because I'm doing these tutorials for you guys. But here's the thing. I'm helping, as the leader of the server, I'm helping you guys out because of these tutorials. Therefore, I'm technically doing my job. The only difference is it's not in the Discord server, it's on YouTube. Okay? So it's like we're having a meeting. Okay? So have a private category. And by the way, if you do not know what I'm talking about, Discord lingo, don't worry. I'm gonna continue that series for our Discord members there, coming soon. Speaking of making decisions and making them together, number 4 is making decisions together. So feel free in that private category and private channel to start making decisions. However, you need to make them together. The joy of Discord and the gist of Discord is not just to play the Mudae game or to make friends. It's also to make decisions together, especially as a moderator and admin. Now, the choices you make in that particular channel and category affect the rest of the server down. So do keep that in mind. Make sure you meet with your admins in that private category, private channel, and then talk about what decisions need to be made. For example, change the prices of the badges or change the suspension of a member or whatever. Make them there, but make them together. The final call should be from the leader. However, the leader has the right to go against himself or herself and go with the moderators. If the point is there, that is. That doesn't happen all the time though. Most of the time in my server, I try to go with the moderators, but if they go with me, then I'll take it. Okay, that's the gist. Okay, and finally, number 5, adjust or adapt to your members. See the trends with the members. What I'm referring to is look at each channel of your server for the Mudae game. See what trends are developing. For example, let's say the roles all of a sudden start to get to the popular side. For example, Rem is a very popular character. Or Asuna Yuki from Sword Art Online is a very popular character. Yuki Kono is a very popular character. If they start rolling those high characters, there is a way to try to limit that, but I'm going to teach you guys in a separate tutorial. However, adapt to that to see if you need to make changes to the game in a way. For example, let's say they start claiming those said characters I just mentioned, and then there's and then you guys decide on a Thanos snap or bites the dust event. Let's say that happens. What do you think would be beneficial for the members? So that is why we made the Mudae Shop in my server, which you guys can play in the link in the description below. We decided on a Mudae Shop that allows you to save a character. Let me show you that Mudae Shop now so that you guys know what I'm referring to. So in my server, we have a thing called the Mudae Shop, which I'm going to load up here. There it is. Let me show you the Mudae Shop so that you guys understand what I'm referring to. It's going to be down here. There we go. So right around, you have to go way back to the beginning, I think, here, since we've been using this all time. You have to go way back here when we started the Mudae Shop. So here we go. I'm gonna pin this for. No, I can't. I cannot pin it. But this is the Mudae Shop by our admin Purple. So for example, take a look at this. So we have this chart here. So you get to keep the character after a reset, or what we call bites the dust in Mudae. And depending on the rank of the character, you have to pay up this much Kakera to Purple, not me, for the reset. Now remember, this particular shop reset was in March, May 27. So this is not. I don't think it's updated yet by Purple. But let's say this is the shop right now. So you get to keep a character at the bites the dust, and depending on the rank, will determine how much Kakera you need to pay up to Purple. For example, if the character is in the top 10, and this has to be a global list, it's 46,900 Kakera. So you use the $ give Kakera, and then you give it to Purple, the 46,900. Okay? You also have a chance on my server to get a personal rolling channel. So I added a new category called, I think it's here somewhere here. It's called personal rolling channels. It should be here somewhere. I haven't put it up anything yet because there's no personal rolling channels yet. Here we go. Private Mudae rooms is what I called it. So there's nothing here because nobody bought it yet. I don't think anybody bought one yet. But if you wanted one, it's 190,000 Kakera. Okay? So what is this talking about in short term? Try your best as a moderator to be as active as possible, and try to find new ways to make the game more interesting. Because the Mudae bot game itself is fun, but if you add things that make it interesting, it will be much more fun than it is already. The Mudae bot game itself is cool, but make it cooler by adding things you don't usually see in the Mudae bot game itself. That's why we have the Kakera shop. Now, I'm not the shopkeeper this week. I think Purple is going to do it, but we'll see what we have for you. So that's what we have for our mods and admins for tips and tricks. Top 5. Next one, we're going to talk about the entire game. So we're going to talk about what you need to learn and tips and tricks about the game itself. So let's recap the series. We talked about new players in our first one. Here we talked about the admins and moderators. In our next one and final part of the mini series, we'll talk about the entire game. We're talking about commands. We're talking about potential looks at other stuff you could do as a member, as an admin, or as a moderator. We could combine all three in that one episode. Okay, so make sure you guys like, subscribe, and follow, and we'll see you guys in our next video.